Hello guys, welcome to Crazy Tech. In this video, we'll discuss about arithmetic and logical operations. In my previous video, I have discussed about variable array, its initialization and operations. I forgot to tell you one important thing which I used to find a lot of time, and it takes me a lot of time to figure it out what the problem actually is. That small thing is your variable declaration. Let's say I want to use a variable just like my name. What is my name? Let's say it's Mac. Okay. So what I suggest to guys, always begin it with a caps lock character. Why? Because all the functions in MATLAB written in small letters. Okay. In any case, you don't know what is mean is. Okay. If you don't know this mean function exists. Okay. In any case, you declare this variable as mean is equal to Mac. No harm done. Okay. So compiler would not show any error here, also not show any error in runtime, but it used to make some unwanted behavior. Okay. So you guys could not able to guess what goes wrong, what is error, what is the bug in my code. You could not able to figure it out what is the problem with this mean. So I would suggest you should declare your variable with a caps lock on, at least in starting character. Okay, that's all. So there is nothing to say much about arithmetic operations. Declare some random variable and perform arithmetic operation as usual. C equals to a into b, d equals to a minus b. That's all. Play F5. Here you go. Okay. So easy. Now let's say C is equal to a divided by b. So what will get? Let's say make it 5. F5. It will give you 1.667. So now let's say I just need 1. Okay, I don't want this fractional value. So there is a function which is called ceil, means ceiling. You go above. Sorry, it's the floor. Okay, floor C. So it will give you only 1, the previous most integer value. Play F5. Here you go. It's gives you 1. If I want the next value, means next integer value, so I will write it here. That's ceil. Okay, it will give the next value. Okay. What if I want a remainder of a divided by b? Okay, so there is a function which will give you remainder value, is called mod a comma b. F5. Okay, it will give you remainder. Okay. There is another function is there which is very useful. It's called round. Okay, I will give you a quick explanation here. Let's say 1.6. Okay, it will give you the next possible integer. Okay, then around 1.5. What will give? It will give also 2, next immediate integer. Okay, what if I write 1.49 1? Okay, so it will give you the next immediate integer if value remains more equals to or more than 0.5. Okay, if less than that, it will give you previous integer. Okay, many times you would be using these functions in your program. Then another function is let's say another function is a absolute value of 1 plus 2j. Okay, it will give the absolute value. You know that what is absolute value? It's the square root of 1 square plus 2 square. Okay, let's play it. 2.236. What is the absolute value of 3j? It's simply 3. What is the absolute value of any real number? It's this same real number. Okay, then some mathematical operations we'll see here. Just have a look. What is the function for square root of any integer? It's a function sqrt. Okay, what if I want for nth root? It's nth root 8, let's say 27. Okay, it is the third root of 27, gives you 3. Okay, what is the function for power? It's simply power 2 to the power 3, 8. What is the function for exponential? Let's say I want e to the power q, so it's just exp 3. Let's give you e to the power 3. Okay, here is some of functions useful for your programming. So let's see logical operations. Let's define a logical array first. 1, 0, 1, 0. You know that's logical operations. It's having only two value, either 1 or 0. 1 means true, 0 means false. Let's say b equals to 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, c equals to one function is that joring. Okay, jor is the operation you will be needing infinite number of times if you are dealing with signal processing or image processing. It's a very useful function. Mostly jor, you will be using jor. A comma b, f5. You know joring operation. If different value gives you 1 and same value gives you 0, so 1 0 1, 0 0 0, 1 0 1, 0 0 0. Okay, say what if I write here 3? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Okay, so 3 means it will take it as 1. Okay, anything other than 0 it will take as 1. Okay, let's play this. Okay, 1 joring 1, same value gives you 0. Okay, let's say what if I will take it as 2? So simply 1. Okay, any value other than 0 it will take it as 1. Okay, here guys, I want to show you something. It's a logical array. Okay, click it. Okay, here you can see it. It's a logical array. Okay, there is some another functions also, just like AND. Okay, here is your AND operation. What if you require NAND? There is no function called NAND. You can do it indirectly by doing AND first, then use a NOT get to find NAND. Okay, similarly, or if you go for NOR, you should put a NOT here. Okay, that's all. Simple. So this is the end of this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.